Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bella with Bella and the Phoenix. Sorry that I was gone for a bit. It has been quite a journey trying to move. So in case you're new, I'm moving in a couple weeks to Mexico, and it's a lot, especially emotionally. And I honestly haven't felt moved by spirit to do it, but today I just felt like, I'm being called to do it today. So we're gonna do the weekly energy for the divine masculine, just to see what is going on with him, and then yeah, and let's see where it takes us from there. So if you're wondering about this new energy with the full moon in Sagittarius that's coming up on Tuesday, the 14th, it's going to be pretty intense. So starting from the 12th to the 16th, you might notice some things that are going to come to light that you didn't know about. And so that's the thing about full moons. They always help us to see what has been hidden. And so you might have some revelations, come through. So I hope you guys are doing well. And with this reading, we're going to check on the divine masculine, on his heart space. Well, first mind space, heart space, his physical environment, and the outcome. So I haven't done this kind of reading in a while. But yeah, let's just go ahead and pull some tarot. And before I started recording, I felt this energy that he really wants to move forward towards you, and he's not interested in entertaining any shallow connections, and that's a good energy, because it seems like he's starting to realize that where he has not been satisfied, like it hasn't been satisfying him. And yeah, let's just see. Yeah, look at that. The Nine of Pentacles. This actually came out when I was pre-shuffling. So he wants to be single, It's that energy of, I want to be independent. I want to be on my own. I want to build my empire, okay? Bottom of the deck is he's watching you with the Page of Swords. Yeah, I mean, even he's facing her. So he's definitely also seeing you in your power. This is like your pre-Empress energy. But yeah, I feel like divine masculine is starting to see that he's not satisfied. Remember I just said that? With the Five of Cups and the Nine of Cups, he's not satisfied with where he's at. And the fact that these came out together, it's obvious, because this is a challenge. Really trying to get out of that denial stage that he's happy when he's not. This one's poking out the World, exactly. So he's done with this cycle of being in denial, and because of that, he's starting to see what you got going on. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands at the bottom. So the overall energy is he's a little bit guarded, but at the same time, he wants to fight and stand his ground when it comes to his beliefs and what he's willing to accept and not accept from people. He's learning about how to master himself, This is like the genie. It's like he wants to make his wishes come true, but he kind of has this negative outlook on life where he doesn't think he deserves to be happy or deserves to have his wishes come true, or not believing that things could happen. But he's wrapping up that cycle though with the World here. And so I feel like for the World to be here is also key, because right now Saturn is in retrograde, and that started on June 4th, right after Mercury went direct, and it ends on October 23rd. And so that energy alone is going to teach him a lot of lessons with wrapping up cycles. So I feel like for this spread here, he's learning how to wrap cycles. So in his mind space, he's been thinking about becoming single. I meant to kind of do that, but the cards just, popped out like this. And in his heart space, I feel like, so I'm going to put these together because these came out. This was at the bottom of this one. So in his mind space, he's thinking about becoming independent, right? Because a Page of Swords rules our thoughts, right? And then in his heart space, he feels not happy with where he invested his energy in, and the 9 energy, it's like he's done with this superficial type of connection and he's wanting more. He's wanting to go towards his 10 of Cups. And then in his physical world, he's thinking about traveling and wrapping up cycles, right? This was at the bottom. So in his physical world, he might be struggling to wrap up the cycles, but he's willing to go towards his brand new beginning because he's holding on to that wand. Okay, and what is the outcome, Spirit? What is the outcome for the Divine Masculine? Oh my God. The Empress with the 4 of Cups. So I'm getting here that because the Empress is here, he's going to learn how to not miss out on another opportunity to be with you. And 4 stands for our foundation. So he's wanting to set up a new foundation where he's going to be going from, the reading started from Nine of Pentacles to the Empress. That's basically a progression because this is pre-Empress and here's the Empress, right? And the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles. So it's going to be where he's going to make a decision not to miss his chance with you. Because he knows where that got him up until this point. And he doesn't want to keep repeating the same cycle. Yeah, look at that. Underneath 2 of Pentacles is the 9 of Swords. So he's realizing because of his hot and cold energy, he's realizing that he needs to do something different and end this madness. Look at that with the 4 of Swords underneath that. With the King of Pentacles, okay? Knight of Wands poking through and the Hangman. So he's learning to let go of this old cycle, karmic cycle, things that he's been repetitively doing because he doesn't want to keep doing that anymore. So let's get some oracle cards to expand on this, what he's been thinking about. What has he been thinking about, Divine Masculine? Okay, look at that. He's been thinking about you and how you're growing and you're charming, graceful, kind-hearted. He sees you transforming into this independent person, and it's almost like he wants to also imitate that same energy to be at your level. And I get here that he's starting to see that there's beauty in being on a solo journey, to be on your own without anybody. And this makes you very attracted to him, very appealing to him, makes him want to come towards you, Love it. Okay, so I also get here that he's also been thinking about how lovely you are and how you've transformed throughout this journey and how kind-hearted you are, right? So that's something that he's been thinking about and how he also wants to transform in that way and be that way too. Okay, why is this 5 of Cups here with 9 of Cups? Influences. Yep, so he regrets he regrets being influenced by a third party because he thought he was going to be satisfied and it turns out that he's not. There's a lot of birds here, just like the Page of Swords. So it's almost like he wants to fly away. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is his karma, bottom of the deck. He understands now that these are his consequences. And he didn't see that when he made these decisions because he was being influenced by either his family, friends, a job, whatever the situation is, you know, make it fit how it applies to your situation. So, why is the world here with 7 of Wands? Okay, look at this. Finality. Farewells leave behind closure. Okay. I just feel like he's learning that he can't just keep this guard up. You know, he has to take off his mask and open up in order for him to move to the next level. So he's a little bit distracted, but he's hoping. He's also popped out. Yeah, he's hoping that it's not too late to be able to go through this change with you. And he thinks about the good times that you guys had. Okay. So, in his heart space, going back to this, I feel like he wasn't able to make a decision alone from the heart because he was being influenced by his friends, you know, by other people. And this is like an overindulging energy with the 9 of Cups. But he's realizing that his heart's not satisfied. His heart's not fulfilled. And I mentioned that earlier in the beginning of this reading. And so, in his physical space, he's ready to leave behind this facade of wearing a mask and being guarded. He's ready to finally put that behind him and walk away from that, because this person left the mask on the table. You know? Very interesting. So, in his physical space, he does want to start this passion with you and stop hiding. Tell me about this outcome with the Empress and 4 Cups. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Wow. I feel like with the 4 Cups showing up here, he's thinking about how he's resentful towards himself about how hurtful he treated you, how hurtful he was towards you. Yeah, look at that. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. And interesting because this card, he's against a tree and we have a tree here. So he knows that you are his home and this is where he wants to have his roots, you know, like a family tree. And he feels like he sabotaged that opportunity. Yeah, because he's thinking about how he was hurtful towards you, and now he's trying to think of a way of looking at things differently. He could also feel like you might be bitter towards him. He's not sure if you're angry at him. And if you are, you need to make sure that you heal that, because by you holding on to resentment, you're basically hurting yourself. And that's not going to help you be able to forgive, let alone move forward to be able to forgive that person. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen people that comment sometimes, not lately, but like I've been doing YouTube for a while. But basically they have said things that I've seen on the comments like, oh, I'm never going to forgive him. He treated me like crap. You know, there's a lot of anger and resentment. But if you don't let that go, that person's not going to feel the energy shift to where they feel comfortable coming towards you, because you might be bitter. And nobody wants to go towards somebody that's bitter. You know what I mean? And so until this energy is healed, this person's going to keep withdrawing from the connection. And they feel lonely because while you might think that it's all them, if you don't take responsibility and admit how you may be dealing with things and not a high vibrational type of way, then this person's going to have to be waiting for the right time to be able to approach you when the energy shifts, right? When you finally become the Empress, that's when they'll be able to become the Emperor to come towards you. Okay? So I'm not trying to be like on my soapbox or anything, but That's just what I'm getting here. Let's pull some stages of love and see what is this full moon gonna bring in this energy for the collective spirit? Let's just see. What is this energy gonna bring for the collective? Choices. 2 or more will be vying for your attention at once. You'll have to choose which one to pursue. And this could be your situation, or it could be your masculine trying to decide who he wants to invest his energy with. But I just get here, even if you're not entertaining other people, Divine Feminine, I feel like you have a lot of people wanting to get your attention, you know, because you're attracting people when you're loving yourself. That energy is like, and you know, like desirable. So you have choices, and I feel like your person knows that, right? They know that you are beautiful, that you're like a shining star. Wow, this is like the Empress, pregnancy. A new love is entering your life whom you may have a child with or work on a new project together. So I'm just getting here that the masculine is really noticing that he needs to make a choice, because he knows that once he gets on this path with you, you guys are going to either work together on a new project, because a lot of twin flames end up opening like a new business, or, you know, doing a channel together, whatever. Or doing, you know, coaching or something of that sort, right? To help the collective. Or this may be that you guys will start a family soon, and they're being divinely guided to build something with you. This love will be divinely guided. Trust the process in this relationship. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is confirming here that you guys are being guided to wrap up old cycles here. Your person sees you as growing and transforming, almost like a nesting type of phase is what I'm getting. You know how when you're pregnant, not like everybody, right? Only women. When women are pregnant, you go through that nesting phase where you're trying to get the baby's room ready and things like that. You're trying to clean and clear out the clutter, just making room. And I feel like your person sees you in that energy where you're getting rid of things that no longer serve. You're growing, you're being independent, you're transforming, like you're making room for your future. And it's a mirror effect, because they're wanting to do the same thing. You'll share unwanted habits or traits with a new love interest, likely reflecting something in yourself, okay? But I just feel like what Spirit is saying here is that you need to make sure that you're in the right vibration, because if you are like in that bitterness energy especially, your person's going to also follow your lead and be angry as well. And they probably don't even understand why. And one thing I will say is that one thing, like besides this reading, I just want to say a side note, like I don't feel like I want to do any more karmic readings, you guys. Because I just feel like it used to be fun to do them and everything, but when you focus on that type of energy, that's what's gonna reflect in your reality, you know what I mean? And by you focusing on your life and what you got going on, then your twin is gonna start focusing on you. Do you see what I mean? But if you start focusing on what they got going on, then they're going to start focusing on that too. So if you're focused on the karmic or the twin flame, the third party dynamic, then your person's going to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure some of you guys know this already, but I just didn't feel good about checking on that energy, because it's a very toxic energy for one. And also, I don't want you guys to be stuck focusing on third parties, because third parties are there to help your person learn lessons and be able to wrap up karmic cycles that could have rolled over from a past life onto this one. And so it's better to just focus on yourself, because spirit is guiding you to trust this process, right? That this is exactly where you guys were supposed to be. Your person needed to learn what it was like to go into a different connection and learn that they were not happy or satisfied, and then feeling something missing in their life. And that took them to learn how to finally be honest with themselves and be honest with you. But if they don't go through those obstacles, they're not going to come to that conclusion, right? So that's why I don't really feel like doing karmic readings anymore. I feel like for you guys especially, it will help you more to learn more about how to work on yourself, your self-love. And by you focusing on you, it's going to release that tension between you guys. And your twin's going to actually be more attracted to you, and they're going to want to come towards you, right? Because you're not focused on what they're doing with whoever or whatever. You know what I mean? I hope that made sense. But let's just get some last messages and see what else Spirit wants us to know. Look at that. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Okay, and that completely confirms what I just said, because if you're focused on the material world, which is not high vibration, you're going to keep repeating that same reality, right? And when you set your sights higher, when you focus on high vibrational things and focus on spirit, then more positive, beautiful things are going to happen. Bottom of the deck, we have Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. Okay? And you know, that is very true, because it is hard to really try to break away from paying attention to the physical world and not try to spy on what your person is doing. But you need to trust, right? Trust that this is how it was supposed to be happening, so that you can see, look at this, spring, see your seeds grow, so that you can see your seeds grow, right? So that whatever you put your focus on will flourish. This is like it reminds me of the Fool. Like, it's almost like you're taking a leap of faith to go towards your abundance, right? Look at that. Stand your ground. We saw that with the Seven of Wands earlier. Stand your ground and don't try to create more challenges for yourself than what is necessary, right? Because this is already a hard journey as it is, and you need to just focus on your ascension and how you can be able to give to other people with this new energy that you've been able to transform into. Look at that. Bottom of the deck of this says summer, bask in joy and light. Exactly. Because once you focus on what makes you happy, and summertime is also Cancer, Leo energy, this is going to help you work on what makes you happy, what makes you feel satisfied. With the honey, right? The honey related to the bee, you're going to be able to create honey out of these experiences, because it's what you deserve. Look at that. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing, right? And this is basically saying that you need to honor your intuition, what you know to be true. If you know you're meant to be with this person, then don't pay attention to the 3D. You know what I mean? Wow. Let's get some surrender cards, yeah. And see what we need to surrender for this full moon in Sagittarius. And make sure you guys write down your intentions, right? Because this is going to be a very potent energy. But yeah, I feel like by you guys standing your ground and being strong and steadfast and focusing on where you want your energy to flourish, right? That's what's going to be able to be cultivated and grow. And then you're going to reap the benefits of that labor. Okay? Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. That's exactly what I've been saying. Because when we focus on the physical world, we don't trust, right? We're not trusting the divine. And so we need to just let go. I feel like this is also the masculine wanting to let go of that fear. Let go of belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Okay? And that's very hard to do, but once you start doing it, your person's going to mirror that same energy back to you. Surrender the drama. Exactly. This has to do with, especially being a third party. Because by you entertaining what your person is doing, you're creating more drama and hurt for yourself, you know? So it says here, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Exactly. And you see all those eyes? Okay? It's like, stop spying on your person if that's what you're doing, because it's only going to push them in the other direction. Okay, so I feel like this is great advice from Spirit, because by you trusting and letting go, right, you're going to allow everything to go a lot smoother for you and your person. Okay, let me get one message from the masculine. I did want to get these cards earlier and I almost forgot. But yeah, guys, I'm going to try to do a reading more times this week. I apologize. It has been very hectic. I'm going to go on a leave of absence for work. So this is my last week of work. And then I'm going to be off for 3 weeks, which is going to help me with my moving and preparing for this egg freezing procedure. So yeah, I'm excited to take the time off because moving is stressful, you know, and especially moving abroad is another ball game. Okay. Okay, lots of drama with my karmic right now. When will I finally throw in the towel? Okay, and this is exactly what I've been talking about, right? Don't focus on the drama, because when you start focusing on your growth, your person's going to start getting that cue to also focus on their growth. You know what I'm saying? And so this is why they're needing to learn these lessons. And when they finally get to that point where they're ready to move forward, we saw the World card, then they're going to finally surrender once they learn the lesson. But if they haven't learned the lesson, they're not going to be able to move forward, you know? I keep getting reminders of you through people and music. I keep getting reminders of you through people and music, okay? So that's a fact. You guys are always getting bombarded by Spirit, you know, reminding you of that person. What else do they want to say to you? I have dreams of us coming together again, okay? And this is basically what's happening in the 5D, you guys. You guys are coming together. It's going to happen in the 3D, but only once your person has wrapped up their cycles. I regret letting you go. I miss what we had. Wow, this confirms that 5 of Cups energy we just saw. And it's true, right? Because they're regretting that they let you go. They thought they were going to have satisfaction, right? And this other connection or other connections, however the situation is for you. And they're realizing that they miss you, right? We saw the Empress with the 4 of Cups. They missed this opportunity with you. And that's the outcome, right? The outcome is that they're now going to realize that they needed to step into their feminine energy, right? Because they've probably been too much in their toxic masculine energy, and they're coming out of that. So I feel like this is in the works right now with this full moon and Saturn being in retrograde. This energy is not going to stay like this as long as you keep focusing on yourself, right? As long as you guys stay in the moment, focus on meditation, focus on your joy and your light. It's going to be where once you find your happiness, your person comes back when they see that you have found your happiness, and they're not going to be your only happiness, because that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, and that's being codependent. Okay. Let's get some angel answers for the timing of when this could potentially take place. This outcome of them coming towards you here in the next few weeks, or by October when Saturn goes direct. And Saturn's a planet about lessons and being disciplined. So I feel like this is a transformational few months for the collective, and you guys are going to learn a lot of lessons that you're going to walk away a brand new person, you know. Yeah, Spirit is saying choose a new direction. Instead of focusing on this person, choose a new direction. And the answer is no, right? Like, until you make the choice to move, keep moving, and not be stagnant, it's not time yet. Yeah, it's not time yet for romance, okay? So, I know that may be hard to hear, but it doesn't mean that it's forever, okay? It's just for right now in this moment. But I'm sure, like, by the end of the year, you guys will reunite, because this year is 2022. That's the year of 6 for the lovers, okay? If you believe, right? If you believe that you guys will come together by the end of the year, it will happen. Now we have helpful people. So I feel like Spirit is saying, if you are struggling with believing that this connection will come back around when it's the right time for you guys, then you need to have people help you, and then you will have success. Look at that, and then you have yes, okay? And then you will have success, right? But you need help with people helping you to get into that new vibration. Let's pull my, where is it? Let's pull my twin flame affirmations, because it's been a while since I used these, but let's just get some affirmations of what your person wants to say to you, or some affirmations that you can focus on for your connection, okay? I make my twin flame feel like a kid again, okay? Our union will impact lives in this life and beyond. Love it. Oh my God. My twin flame is on their way to me. Okay, so you just need to affirm that and know that you guys will help the collective, and they're going to send you a message soon. My twin flame writes me sweet messages, right? That was at the bottom of the deck. Let's get one more. I am so attracted to you, says my twin. Exactly. So you're like their perfect person, and nothing you say or do is going to take away from that. And they can't wait to like be able to be in front of you and give you forehead kisses, you know? I love it. But I just feel like Spirit just wants you to focus on getting help, right? From people that you know, to be able to focus on your success, your happiness, not focus on drama or anything like that. Surrender all that negative energy, and you're gonna be able to grow so much that your person's gonna have no choice. I mean, of course they have a choice, but you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like inevitable where they're gonna want to come towards you and, you know, be with you and take you on a coffee date. My twin flame loves our coffee dates. Love it. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope that was helpful. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this resonated, and stay tuned for some more readings later this week. And I'm excited. You know, I'm not doing personal readings right now because I'm still working on my move and everything else I got going on. It's a lot. Let me know your thoughts, and if you'd like to purchase my deck, it's on my Etsy. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!